Whoa there, buddy. Now I understand how hard it is to tell the wife that you lost the house on some camera gear, but
I can fix that.
you came to the right place if you want your content to go viral. Now you may be thinking, how in the world can I stand out amongst a seemingly saturated market? Well, that's where I come in, and I'm going to teach you exactly how to shoot, edit, and upload your content so that I can reach everyone and help you stand out amongst the rest. So I'm gonna assume you already know what's your niche. This can be fitness, cooking, or gaming. Knowing your audience is key, whether that's their age, their gender, or your topic. Knowing your niche can help you better suit their needs as well as fit different editing styles. Now, when it comes to shooting your content, the three most important things are composition, lighting, and audio. Now, when you're recording content for your orientation, you can simply just turn your camera into the vertical position. We usually see things in 16:9, but this changes it to 9:16, which is the key aspect ratio for vertical content. For instance, you can shoot horizontal and you can crop in to make it vertical. I usually crop in when I want my footage to be for social media as well as YouTube or any type of horizontal viewing that I may need. To make sure that my footage is capable for horizontal, my monitor can basically give you the guidelines as to what it may look like on your phone. But if you don't have that, you can use what is called the rule of thirds. The rule of thirds is literally on pretty much any video device you may have. But to get the right framing horizontal, just place yourself in these middle vertical lines on your grid. But make sure to not take up all the space, because you have to keep in mind for TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube Shorts, title and description. So give yourself enough headroom and as much leg room. Another thing that I do when it comes to shooting content is making sure that I shoot in the highest frame rate possible so that I can do things such as slow motion. And even if you don't have a camera, you can still do it on your phone. This is essential for B-roll. Now this shot would be considered your A-roll, but A-roll alone is pretty boring. That's where you add in B-roll, and that's where the high frame rate comes in for those silky smooth shots. For lighting, you don't need the best equipment available, but you can use natural lighting or anything that's at your disposal. Just make sure your face is evenly lit and you should be alright. Now when it comes to audio, there's a variety of things you can use, such as lav mics, or you can even use your phone. Content creation is more forgiving when it comes to these things because you don't necessarily need to have the best of the best to create smooth audio. So now we come to the magic, which is actually putting everything together and editing. The first thing we're gonna do is start off by creating a sequence. After creating the sequence, you're just going to select the 1080 HD preset, and when you click settings, now all you have to do is reverse the value. So the smaller value goes first and the larger value goes after, creating 1080 by 1920. Also, when you're editing, let's say you may have not got the video how you wanted it to be, and you may have to, push back, but then it creates these black bars. What you can do, you can copy the video, place it under, scale it to fill the rest of the frame. And then select Gaussian blur. Now you will have this little blur effect behind your actual clip. Now when it comes to assembling content, you want to get your viewer hooked quick. Our attention spans are cooked. I'm not even gonna lie. Like the other day, this girl asked me, can I 2x speed a YouTube video? Like, our attention spans are cooked. So you need to concisely have everything, somewhat of a hook in the beginning. Let's say if you're making a video on how to cook for beginners, you can start off by saying, your food is bad until you've tried this. Just something to hook it on or some nice visuals. That's the key to making engaging content. Now, however long your videos or your short is supposed to be, make sure that you constantly keep people engaged. Cut out the pauses, cut out different things that may not be needed that will, put the viewer elsewhere. Now we're going to talk about captions. Captions are a great way to actually show what you're saying, as well as keep the viewer seeing something continuously moving. To create captions, simply click your audio track, make sure you're in the caption and graphics workspace, select text, press transcribe, then go to captions, create captions, and from there you can create any type of captions you may need. So pretty much keep using sound effects, use visual stuff such as flashes, arrows, different things like that. Now for some platforms, you can't create a thumbnail, but there's a workaround. From the first millisecond of your video, you can create a thumbnail and place it there, and then when you go into your app of choice, you then can select that first frame as your thumbnail. Now we come to the part that makes your video look great outside of your editing software. For instance, in Premiere Pro, we're going to choose the H.265 codec, and then we're going to scroll down and we're going to select render at maximum depth. Then we get to the bitrate, which is one of the most important parts. Personally, I like to keep mine on CBR for constant bitrate, and I put it at 50. I then keep my quality on higher. Now, if you listen to me and you shot your video in 120 frames per second, you can either export it in 60 or 24. 24 is what I use usually, so I can have a nice, smooth, cinematic video. But you can choose 60 if you want to. And also, before you export, make sure that if you have captions on your video, you can scroll down to captions and select burn captions into video, or else it won't export with your video. Now keep in mind, a lot of these apps are gonna compress your footage anyway. It sometimes will mess up. It's just a matter of trial and error sometimes. Sometimes I may upload something once, it may not come out how I like it, then I upload it again, and suddenly magic happens. Just keep at it. Now these are the settings that I use across every single platform, and they've seemed to work for me. Now for Instagram specifically, make sure when you're uploading that you set your Instagram to high quality uploads. This ensures you that you will use the full range of your media. Another thing you can do is use trending music. Using trending music can help you garner mass amount of viewers. You can even have music already on your video, and then you can just take the slider and put the trending music, but just tone it down when you're about to upload it. But anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think about the video. Trying to help y'all out. Free game. All right, I'm out.